No, my nigga, you
We
can
gonna
have that
own this
master,
together. Yeah.
but the composition, the music by itself is mine. I'm gonna own that completely. And the reason why I'm saying that, and y'all better listen to what I'm telling y'all, man. Listen to what the fuck I'm telling y'all. A lot of people gonna tell you, no, you can't do it. I've done this shit a million times. I control the composition of that master. The music by itself is mine. If somebody samples a record that I do right now and they just use the music, I can get the master fees for it up front and I can clear it myself and go past all that other shit because I own the music.
Can you give that game, or is that something that we got to talk about off camera? How do you get around that?
What you do is when you do the producer deal, it says in there that the master is a work for hire. And then it's either going to say including the composition or not included. You want it to not include the composition so that you can have control of that music by itself, and you can license that shit the way you see fit to license it outside of that master.
Hmm.
And that's how you do it. So I learned a lot of game with this shit, even sampling shit. Like I sampled a record on Long Live the Pimp, and it was a mint condition record, matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
And
Dun, dun,
yeah,
brown eyes. Mm-hmm.
that was another Get Throw vibe. They wanted, I think, like 20,000 to clear that shit. But I sampled that shit off of YouTube, off of live performance. So I found out
That's a different master.
That's
Way
not y'all
different.
master.
Yep.
So that 20,000 went to 3,500. So if you find
I
live
appreciate
performance,
that game right there. You just dropped an ounce of game right there.
bro,
That one little bit.
if you find live performances of records, they're not the record label's masters. That's why you hearing artists that are disgruntled about the record labels owning their masters, and they said, you know what?
Redo my shit.
I'm gonna re-record this shit. Not in my by nature just did the shit. I'm gonna record my shit and sell it myself, and I'm gonna own this master. Mm-hmm. So it's always a workaround that shit, but you got to be smart enough to understand that there are so many money streams when it comes to music that people don't understand, man. Publishing is one of the most significant part of your career. Why is it? Because with publishing, you can get health benefits from it. You can get discounts from that, from your subsidiaries like BMI and ASCAP. You can get loans on future publishing without selling your shit. They got entities out here, Sound Royalties. Shout out to Sound Royalties.